everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ayuan, and in this today's video, we're going to talk about the constant chaos that is going on at Manchester United. I don't know what is going on with my club, but something's not right. This morning, Manchester United released a statement as follows. Dan Ashworth will be leaving his role as sporting director of Manchester United by mutual agreement. We would like to thank Dan for his hard work and support during this transitional period for the club and wish him well for the future. This don't make no sense whatsoever. How on earth are Manchester United already sacking a sporting director? Man, we were so excited. We were so amped up about this football structure. Every single summer, you ask Manchester United fan, man, this football structure, like the best people, the the phrase that was coined by Cliff himself was best in class, and that he described Dan Ashworth as best in class for this role. What happened? We need answers because this statement like just leave us with more questions than answers. Going back to the build up and how this was built to us was that we are getting a world class football structure that will improve recruitment and etc. In a football structure, the sporting director is the most important person ahead of that. The sporting director is the guy everybody should be reporting to. And then the sporting director will report to the CEO and so forth. How Manchester United got rid of the sporting director? They spent so much time, energy, and money to get just to let him go after 5 months. What did Dan Ashwood done that was so bad that he has to go 5 months into his tenure? I'm reading all of these stories that he prefer like an English manager, Gareth Southgate, and all of that. But to me, that's just PR. I feel like the club trying to control the narrative because nobody's that incompetent or nobody's that delusional that he think a manager like Gareth Southgate will solve Manchester United problem. Another theory I'm hearing is that the decision to stay with Erik Ten Hag he was one of the people that backing Erik Ten Hag, and he didn't want to sack Erik Ten Hag. But my problem with that is you spend so much time not wanting to pay what Newcastle want. By the time he was in place, the decision was already made. Yes, you consult his ideas. It's like, no, I'd rather keep Erik Ten Hag. But the problem is, you guys did not listen to his advice from the way it sounds. Because to me, the way I'm taking it is that you guys ask him what he's thinking about Erik Ten Hag. He said we should keep Erik Ten Hag. But you guys did not take that. You guys listened to the director of football, Jason Wilcock, and you start interviewing managers to replace Erik Ten Hag. When you couldn't find a replacement for Erik Ten Hag, you guys came back to him, which was the original plan that Dan Ashworth wanted. But by the time you can return to Erik Ten Hag, you have already undermined his authority. Now it's the guy that is only having the job because nobody else wanted to take the job. And that already undermines his authority with the players when he's already struggling with the players. And you coming in and not actually fully backing him right away create more tension and more room for the players to doubt him. And secondly, once you came back to Erik Ten Hag, you made him replace the entire back backroom staff, the entire backroom staff. The only person that was left at the time was just him from the previous administration and all of that. I understand all of that. But if, in fact, you guys are saying that it was Dan Ashworth's idea to stay with Erik Ten Hag, should have listened to him first place instead of disagreeing with him, going to make all of these sort of calls, trying to get a new manager, getting rejected by multiple managers, including Crucial and Deservy, and running back to Erik Ten Hag. And by then, you already undermine his authority and all of that. You try to make it up to him by signing some of the players that he won and trying to disguise it as a recruitment like team led. So everything right now scream incompetent to me. And I'm starting to have deja vu because I remember what any of us did to Nice. And I don't want the same thing to happen to Manchester United because the risks are too high. And I see a lot of Manchester United fans comparing this situation to Chelsea situation, where there were constant revolving door of executives coming in and going. However, the key different people are missing is that Chelsea two sporting directors never left. They are still there from the day one when they were hired as the co-sporting directors. The people that have been moving around them are the recruitment specialists and the head of recruitment and all of that. Those are the guys that rotate in and out of Chelsea. But the guys that are setting the philosophy and the direction never left. And here in Manchester United, you have the guy in Dan Ashworth that I actually believe is the only person that has been a key decision maker regarding football matters at any levels among these people, among the people that we have now in this structure. Because Jason Wilcock was only like a sporting director at Southampton in the championship. Omar Barada wasn't the sporting director at City, and he was not the CEO. He was in the middle. To me, it's not used to being the key decision maker, and he's trying to prove himself. Therefore, he's going to go above and beyond his sporting director, the guy that should be making the decisions instead of the CEO, because the CEO should be making different type of decisions. It looked like Omar Barada is actually making the football decisions right now, which is the job of sporting director. And I felt like that's the clash that's already been created there. So, Dave Bradford and Sir Jim Ratcliffe, you see the mess they made in Nice when they were trying to be the sporting directors and all of that and thinking they know football because they're successful businessmen and all of that. And it failed really bad. It failed really bad. And the Nice are still not anywhere near the French title or competing or anything like that, like they promised. And they're doing the same thing now at Manchester United. When they say that they were going to do it differently, the point was they're going to do it differently. They're going to hire best in class. So my question to them is, were you guys incompetent and don't know what you're doing that you hired the wrong person? Or you guys hire the person and do not listen to him and now want to pin all the problem that you guys are having onto him by firing him? Either way, it does not look good. I'm not quite any of us out yet, but this is a major, major, major strike on their name regarding my club. And to me, if they don't sort it out quick, it's going to be a problem because you cannot keep making huge costly mistakes on top of raising ticket prices, discontinuing like some benefits that you had to your disabled fan base, cutting costs that include cutting this like ambassadorship of one Sir Alex Ferguson, and then cutting so many staff, and still make huge mistake in terms of having to pay Erik Ten Hag out, having to pay for Ruben Amorim to come in as the head coach, and now having to pay Newcastle for Dan Ashworth, and now you're going to have to pay Dan Ashworth contract out just for him to leave. You basically, you're like, you have basically just undone every single work you were trying to do by cutting the staff and whatever cutting you measures you were making to try to make money. You have undone all of them based on your major decisions. And I don't care if you want to make every single decision correct regarding our stadium, like football facilities, all of that. If you keep missing on the biggest decision, which are football decision, which tend to be the biggest cost, you're not gonna achieve anything. All you do is just make more enemies out of you fans. And right now, you guys are on thin ice because to me, you still look like you guys are Glazers who just got in bed with another Glazers. So you guys better get it right and fix because I'm sick and tired of my club being in constant crisis after crisis. Thank you guys for watching my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button, share, and comment if you agree or disagree with me. Thank you. I'll see you guys in the next one.